Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19, and welcome back to Holzer map. I have to say, easily one of my top 10 favorite maps in Farm Sim, any Farm Sim. One of my top 10 favorite maps ever. Possibly top 5. Possibly top 5. We're going to teleport a little bit, and this is kind of an odd episode because I'm recording this, I'm going to post it on Friday, but I'm recording it Wednesday night. I rarely record in the evenings. I rarely do. So, let's get right to it. We're going to do a couple things today. We're going to deliver wool. We're going to deliver milk. But before we do that, let me show you something. So, you know, initially we put this slurry and digestate facility in here. We put it into a grass meadow, right? In fact, I can show you on the map. Is it here? Yeah. Yep. Let me get rid of all this stuff just to clean it up a little bit. So this was a grass meadow right here, just a grass meadow. And we put into it this facility. And then we added some things. We started working back here and we did a little constructicating. And one of the things that we added was a shed on the opposite side of the track. All right. And you can see it there in front of us. Well, I came back here and I just went buck wild. And I have to say, the placeables, not there yet. Not there yet, but much improved. So we've got a fertilizer tank here. I put this barricade in. I probably want to move it back a little bit because this is a bit narrow. But what I was thinking was, you know what? You're coming down this track. You've never delivered here before. That's green. The grass is green. The trees are green. I can't have you driving into my fertilizer tank, sir. So I put this barricade in. We'll move it. We'll move it. We can do all kinds of things. So, yeah, this shed has been here for a minute. We've got our fuel bowser. I always call it a bowser. Fuel bunker. We've got our fuel bunker, our fuel tank. Back there we've got DEF. And again, a little barricade because we got to make a big turn. You ready for the reveal? Here we go. Oh, ba-boom. Look at it. Just look at it. Now, I know you could do this in FS17, but it's a little more powerful in FS19. And I have to say, I am impressed. I'm not happy with Giants right now, but this is working for me. So we had our little BGA. We added this silage bunker right back here, right? We already had this. We added a shed. We'll use it. We'll use it because I think this area sort of needs a front loader, right? So we'll use that shed. We'll find some things to put in there. I put in a ramp, check it, and I positioned it. I tried to, so that our wheel loader is going to come out of the silage bunker and we'll have a truck parked right here, maybe. I think that will work, maybe. I don't ever anticipate growing poplar on this map, but I put in Stevie's heating plant back there. I put in some lights, and I threw in a bunch of trees too, and these really made a difference. They really, really do. You know, they do. Now, these are placeable trees from BD Modding, I believe. There are some other placeable trees, and the internet tells me that those are the trees that by using those, that's what caused me to lose all my trees on Oldstream Farm, on the Oldstream map. I placed some trees. I saved the game. I quit out of the game. When I reloaded Oldstream, even the map trees were gone. Like even the trees that the map maker had put in when they built the map, everything was gone. And I read some horror stories from people where when they loaded a map, placeables were gone, like buildings were gone, and some of their silos were gone that had harvested grain in them. Yeah, that's a nightmare, man. That is bad, bad business. So be careful with the placeable trees mods. And all I can tell you is, like, for all this sort of thing, back up. Before you do anything, save your game and back it up somewhere remotely because this is so dicey. I will show you. Let me show you an example right here. When we place these little solar panels, these solar plazas, I never drive down this lane, so I didn't even notice this, but look at that. It's not quite there yet. Now, in fairness to Giants, we are using the Place Anywhere mod. And Place Anywhere overrides all the safeties that prevent you from doing things that are going to cause problems when you do a placement. We're overriding that now. So this is on me. And I'll fix this. Now, I can't smooth this. I can't level it because I don't own this field. I only own this field. So if I try to smooth this, it says you do not own this land. Once we buy this field, I will be able to get this all put right. But for now, That's what's going on. So yeah, I'm really liking this, and I tell you, it's given me a lot of anxiety because FS19 without seasons. I've said this before. We're just painting fields. We're just painting fields, and what's the big deal? That's that's all the same. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but what I'm saying is, if you're painting fields, oh shit, lost my save game. Oh well, you're just painting fields. But now, when you get into something like this, now we're like creating something, right? Might not be perfect, might not be pretty, but we're creating something. And this, if you lose this, like that little area back there, I spent probably an hour on that, maybe 90 minutes. That's the sort of thing that's not just painting fields. And what's funny is, it's like building trucks in ETS. Even though it's fun to build trucks, if you lose a save game and you have to build the same trucks again, it's like, God damn it, I already built that truck. So yeah, it's fun to build things. It's fun to place placeables, but I don't want to place the same placeables twice. There's just something irksome about leaving a save game, and when you come back, something's gone. Right. We put some wool on this truck. The trailer we own, the truck we rented, put some wool on there. We're fixing to sell it. And let me show you one other thing before we leave the farm. In fact, let me teleport a little bit. Let me show you a couple things. We'll get to it. Don't worry, we'll get to it. Check this out. We paid 5,000 euro a piece for these horses. Give it. There it is. And they are worth now almost 30,000 euro a piece. So 5 of them, that's 150. We paid 25,000. Worth 150,000. That's a 125,000 euro profit. That's like a 5x profit. And I believe they're going to keep going up. I think they're going to go up to 40 or 50,000 euro a piece. Holy smokes. I don't know if this needs to be nerfed. Maybe it doesn't need to be nerfed. Giants, leave the horses alone. We can make some money with this. If we let those go up to 50,000 euro a piece and sell 5 of them, we get $250,000. What? So, yeah. Oh, and I'll show you one other thing. Let's do the teleporting now. Let's get this all out of the way, and then we'll get to the selling of the wool and the selling of the milk. But first, this is not, right? This is poo. But when you go into your animal dialogue, right, it does not show poo or cleanliness for your horses. So I found this, right? Just by accident. I was spreading straw in here and I saw it. And I've been trying to keep it more cleaned out. But your horses do, at least on this map, your horses do make poo. So be aware of that. And let's do some teleporting while we're here. I'll show you something else. I got to turn all these back on now. And our frame rate it's a great map, man. I love it, but it's got a lot of trees. It's got more trees now. Now that I placed them. What is the gas station? There's no gas station there? Is there? Maybe there is. I guess so. Find out in a minute. Okay, I suppose there is. Is there a fuel tank in here? There certainly is. Okay, I didn't even know that. So we did get a small hard manure spreader. Let's get out of this. There we go. We did get a small hard manure spreader, and we've got plenty of manure. We've got manure down here, right, where it collects. And I've been grabbing a couple buckets full every day and bringing them over here to where we put a little bunker out in this field. I tried to sculpt some, I don't know, tracks across the grass here. It's tricky. I'm learning. I haven't used the sculpting and painting tools a lot, so I'm figuring it out. But I think, in fact, we'll go to an overhead view when we come back to sell our milk. It's all right. I'm okay with it. I'm not super happy with it, but I figured this wood. There's going to be some traffic up here, so things will be knocked down a little bit, right? And then extended the track out to get to this little open shed where we're going to be storing bales, because we just had them propped up behind the barn before. And then the last thing is over in the corner there, we put up the same Quonset hut style silage bunker that we have down at the Boerhof, down at the sheep farm, and extended the track out to it as well, just a little bit. Now, I placed a tree next to it. Trees, I find they really add a lot, but when you place them, it's just the trunk, and I missed it just a little bit. My OCD, and the thing is, I'm afraid to move this, and I can't move this. The only way I can get rid of that tree is to cut it down, limb the fallen tree, haul it away, it's going to take forever. And then I'll have to grind the stump down, and then I'll have to place another one and hope it doesn't clip through. But it is just, don't look at it. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. Oh, OCD, man. It's a hell of a drug. So yeah, I mean, these trees they're not perfect, and they may not be, but like I said, I'm just kind of figuring it out. And the terrain sculpting back here, oh, this was rough, because initially this brought everything out, and we had terrain coming out over the road, so I had to lower it, and then it got too low, and then I had to raise it again. It's been a scene, but God, man, I really do love this map. It's really, really good. It is, yeah, like I said, easily top 10. Maybe top 5. Look at the cows. Look at them. Can you see them out there? Frozen, immobile, paralyzed by fear. But what happens is, as we get closer, they're like, oh shit, it's ill will. Act natural. And then they just like moo. Yeah. But if you sneak up on them, you can see them doing that strange kind of worship thing. Right, these are Holstein cows. We had the red pole. Red pole, I realized, is a beef cow. A beef breed. No milk. That's why we weren't getting milk. Switched to Holstein, we got plenty of milk. And what's funny is, I figured that out a couple days ago, and then today somebody left a comment and was like, sup, fool? You know those red pole? They're beef, not dairy. And I was like, in point of fact, I actually do know that. But I appreciate you. I love it. I love getting comments like that. And the farm sim community is such a cool community. It really is. Really is. I'll show you one more thing. Check this out. There's a fuel station right here. And remember, we have that DEF pump, and we needed a place to put it, and I wanted to put it at a fuel station, right? In fact, we'll go there right now. There's an actual, like, fuel station. This is where I would put the DEF pump. It's where I always put it in a map when I'm using the Black Panther modding group DEF pump that you place in Giants Editor. Well, now you can place it as a placeable. And I was like, man, it's going to be spendy. Check this out. The gas station is all by itself. You don't need to buy this land. You don't, right? What is this? 828,000 euro. 332,000 euro. You know what I paid for this? 614 euro. So with this map maker, I don't know if he had DEF in mind, but you can buy just the gas station, and then around back, right? Catch me outside at the DEF pump. Oh, man. I'm as happy as a little girl right now, I'll tell you what. So that is good to go. We still have about 1 million DEF jugs on the ground, so we'll have to use those up first. And it is, in fact, I can show you right now. Of course, now it's not up there. But for the longest time, like at all times, even when you're not in a vehicle, it says, click left button to refill DEF. In fact, let's try right now. No, of course it doesn't show it anymore. Oh, game. Even when I need you to suck, you somehow screw it up. Right. Wool is bought right next to the animal market, and I know where that is. Let's do it. Here we go. So then we're going to take this down and sell it, and then on the way back, we're going to stop at the Unterreiterhof. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. The Unterreiterhof is our functioning dairy farm at the moment. There's several other dairy farms, but that's the one that's up and running. And we are going to, you know what? We could probably just use this truck because it's got all the attachment points on the back. Why don't we just use this truck to haul that milk tanker down and sell that as well? And we are, yeah, I had quite a big loan. I don't mind telling you, I had quite a big loan, and I've got most of it paid off, but the solar panels and everything, like 85 to 100,000 euro a day, and we don't even have a wind turbine yet. So no worries about money. We're making money hand over fist. And the BGA. Now, this map maker recommended a link to the LS mod company, and I found some very cool things there. I found that horse helper mod. I found all the Forgotten Plants textures. I found the Forgotten Plants buildings pack. I found all kinds of stuff. Moment. Concentrating. And in the LS Mod Company Forgotten Plants building pack is that BGA that we got. And I put grass into it. We got digestate, but I didn't know if that's all we got. And I was curious if this is like, no, you don't get any money. You just get free digestate, right? You don't have to buy fertilizer. I don't know how that could work. You know, just different ways to save money. Saving money is making money, yo. So what happens is, what had happened was, at midnight, you get your BGA income. You don't get it immediately. You get it at midnight. So we did get, for the grass that we put in there, I think we got about 10 grand. And we carefully, and we can do that anytime we want. So we do have a BGA source on the farm, and I'm going to keep that one. I found a couple other little BGAs, which I assume are running the same script, but we're going to keep that one. I like that one, and I have a loyalty. I have to say, I have a loyalty to the FBM team. I have a loyalty to the Modding Velt team. I have a loyalty to Lancey Boy and Bullet Bill and Oxygen David. So that LS Mod Company BGA that we have, I'm sticking with that one. Even though, like I said, I'm sure the others are running exactly the same script and have exactly the same function. I just have that, got to support the team. And that website, I've been there before. I mean, I've clearly been there before because I went to download the Forgotten Plants textures, and I already had an account. You have to sign in to download things, and when I clicked on log in, it already had a username and a password saved for me in Chrome. So I know, obviously, I've been there before and created an account. So I just didn't remember. It's been a while. I'm guessing it goes back to FS19. But, yeah. And, let me clarify something else. When I talk about dodgy Russian sites, FSUK is not dodgy. Forbidden Mods, not dodgy. LS Mod Company, Modding Velt, all of them, not dodgy. Now, do they have just, I wouldn't say random, but do they just have mods uploaded with no testing, no history, no provenance? You know what I mean? Yeah, they do. FSUK does not. FSUK, I have to say, of all of them, is the one that seems like extremely, like they vet a mod. I don't think you can just go to FSUK and put up a mod. I'm being super careful here. Some of those others, yeah, I see mods that, I understand they're sort of like loose in the community. They're wild in the community. And I don't know if anybody really knows their status or their history. That, to me, does not automatically make a site like that dodgy or Russian. But it's a step in that direction, for sure, that you would just have mods up there. Again, not randomly, but not screened as well or with the kind of like confirmation of history that a site like FSUK does. And then the next thing is where they refer you to download. And my thing is, if a site refers me, now I know that in a lot of cases it's the person that put the mod up there that decided what download site they want it to be sourced at, right? But if I go to a site to download a mod, we're at 4,755 euro. Here we go. I don't even know if we can get this all in the trigger. Let's try. Anything? Anything? Bubet. Interactive zone markers. Let's see where this one is. Ah. Missed it. Missed it. It's okay. We'll get in there. I think we're going to need to come at it from both sides, if I'm being real with you. Still nothing? Do we have to unstrap? Oh, man. God, now don't make me put them on the ground. Oh. I wonder because I know, like, the bail triggers. You know what I mean? the bale triggers, you can't just get a bale near the trigger on the spikes. It's got to be, oh, so close, so close. It's got to be like loose. Okay. So here is, oh, this is a dilemma. This really is. No, that I don't know that that's the case, because when we're selling bales, right? Like when we're selling bales right over there. Yeah, and I guess they are loose. Okay, so we got a couple ways we can do this. Oh man, do you want to see a shit show? You ready? This is an auto load trailer. All right. Oh. All right, I'm gonna do this. Here we go. All right. So then, if we go here, and we say here, let's try this. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna need to do that again, and then that. All right, and then again, this is kind of hokey, I know it is. But you know what? Needs must, as they say. I don't even think we got that much. We really didn't. I thought we'd get a lot more for this. About, what do we have? Yeah, we got about 35,000. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Don't get me wrong. Buddy's buddy, yo. But not nearly as much as I thought we would get. Okay. Okay. So back to mod sites and dodgy mod sites and Russian mod sites and you know what I mean? This is what really does it for me. If I download a mod from, obviously from the Giants Mod Hub, if I download a mod from FS19, it comes from their server. A lot of these other places, if you download a mod, regardless of who put it up there, it takes you to one of these places that have like 18 pop-ups, and it's jacking your browser and taking away your back button and your X button. You can't close out of the window, and it's saying, you know, oh my God, Windows 10 needs updated. And it's malware. They're trying to download malware. They're trying to download, you know what I mean? Or the actual button to download the file is buried down at the bottom of the page. And if you click on the big green button that says download now, it's going to install a downloader or some kind of exe, some kind of malware, you know? So that's, just to clarify, you know, I don't, I know there are definitely reputable sites, and probably FS19 is the best example of that. Trust those guys 100%. There's others that I trust, but maybe not 100%. And then there's others that are, I mean, the site itself, forget about the download portion, but the site itself where the mods are listed is, you know, I'm throwing up malware and spam warnings left and right. So just to clarify, if you ever hear me mention, you know, got that from a dodgy Russian mod site, I use that term, you know, I'm sort of joking, but there are definitely better and worse places to download mods. So buyer beware. And as far as the LS Mod Company, I would say they may not be like up there absolute top tier with FS19, but they seem like a pretty reputable, pretty solid site. And along with Forbidden Mods and Modding Velt, those are some folks that I'll do business with anytime. But as always, keep your pop-up blocker on, and keep your antivirus up to date. All right, we're gonna sneak right through here carefully. Yeah, we'll just do it with this. We already got it out. It's already warmed up, and it's got all the hookups on the back. And then we just got to figure out where this goes. I've never sold milk. Never sold milk on this map. In fact, I just got the cows working. So, nope. Milk we're gonna sell at the. That's that dang old yeah. That's the one. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay, so all the way down to the shop, and then we will take a right. Fair enough? Okay. This will be a fun little trip. We'll drive down there, we'll sell this, and then we'll call it. I think we should be about 30 minutes, and that works for me. I think 30 minutes is perfect length for an episode. I used to want to go for an hour, but I've realized, as I've learned about this YouTube stuff, it's a little long for you. It's a little long for me, too, I have to say. Although, I could play Farm Sim anytime. I really could. I am, yep. I don't want to say I'm hooked, but this game just, it works for me. I wish, I wish Giants would get themselves together. But that's, you know, you choose your battles. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a video game. There are things in this world worth getting upset about. Video games are not one of them, at least not for me. And while gaming is an important part of my life, I remind myself that there are other things that are just as important or more important, and maintain that perspective. But within the perspective is the reality that I really like Farm Sim. Man, I do. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's a combination of the equipment. It's very relaxing. Nobody's getting killed. Bad. I was on the Division for a couple of months, and Jesus, like, you throw a firebomb at somebody, you light them on fire, they're running around screaming and burning, and that's your opportunity to mow them down with machine gun fire. That ain't peaceful. That ain't farm country. So yeah, I do like that aspect of Farm Sim. No zombies, no shooting, no yelling. Now I can tell you that the way the map maker has this set up, where they've changed some of the values of the troughs, the animal troughs, it's a lot more intense. Now seasons, I wouldn't necessarily describe seasons as intense, but it does make you focus. It does make you plan. The way that this map plays, honestly, it's got some intensity to it, because it seems like you have to feed your animals twice a day, which I guess that might be kind of like a real life thing. I know we clipped that just a little bit, but I didn't want to swing it wide because traffic spawns coming out of that tunnel, like right there, and I didn't want to be too far into the other lane. Throwing a little four-wheel drive there. The vehicle extension, off topic. The vehicle extension is continuing to be updated a lot, and I am. Did I just miss it? No. It is continuing to be updated a lot, and I'm following along with that. You can check it out either on GitHub, or I believe it's on Mod Hoster. You know what? Let's spin around this way. And they're adding more and more things. The mod maker, yeah, this is so cool. Like, this truck has DEF. You can see it's got the blue DEF display down there. Where are we at now? We're at 41,000. Let's see how we do. So it's got the DEF display. Any vehicle that does not have DEF, which for us, that's going to be our older tractors. If it does not have DEF, those tractors will make blue-purple, black-purple diesel smoke. If your tractor does have DEF, okay, 10,000, that's not bad. If your tractor does have DEF, it makes a lighter, sort of transparent gray diesel smoke. Details, man. I love them details. I'm going to set the brake, hop out here. Let's make this our thumbnail, depending on how it looks. Oh, that's fantastic with the logo back there. That's perfect. We're going to call it right there. Let's do it. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out The Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Farming Simulator 19. This is the Holzer map, and we'll see you next time. Take care now.